Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the first down loss, it's second and long for the 22. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's reeled in. It's Moss. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway. Now the offense is set up with a short field. Caught behind the line. It's Brewer. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. That's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Wow, the PAT is no good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Now to play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
They go with a direct snap. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
The pass rush closing in. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Second down after that previous play. They'll run it from the gun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
With the catch, it's Cook. Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's going to take off here. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. The Blue Raiders looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
The ball is loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. And the Blue Raiders hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it a one-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Defense is coming after him. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Heads it up. Solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Quick throw caught on the left side. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield to the 42. This Illinois offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
First play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's got some space. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge and missed call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up the big gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Hit as he released it. And he's got it. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They connect on the PAT and lead 14-6 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And looking to throw now on first down. Extending the play now. Breaks loose at the 40. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and
nothing but green grass ahead. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
He makes the grab, and the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to throw yet again. Pressure is coming. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, that's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
And sack sets up an important third down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, fighting a line out. They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good. It's still down a point, 14-13. Now they get set to kick it away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Middle Tennessee offense back on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to scramble now. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up fourth down. The Blue Raiders will send their punt team onto the field. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quick throw over the middle. And he's got his man open downfield. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Oh, there's the stiff arm. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the second down play. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Powers through. Brought down after a big gain in the first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Second down play coming up. And they'll use the ground game here. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking to scramble. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. And the catch is made off the carom there. And they finally tackle him down at the one. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
Chris, that ball is deflected up into the air on third down. Somehow they come down with it, and then it's a first down. Sometimes better to be lucky than be good.
First and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line. Eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He'll be brought down, so they come up empty on that 2-point try. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Just 12 seconds remaining in the first half as they line up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incompletion makes it second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Blue Raiders will kick this away to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. And it's complete downfield. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Quick throw, the catch is made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. He makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Illinois getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
3rd down, you go to your go-to receiver, and he comes up with a big play. Nice job of keeping 1 foot in to be able to get that 1st down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him?
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
First play of the drive, they look to the right.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Direct snap to the back. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a 1st down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the 1st down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create here on the move. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he fumbles. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a 1st down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Caught near the sideline. It's Moss.
And the best thing that happens here, Chris, is he gets out of bounds, gives the offense a chance to regroup, huddle up, make sure they have the right call here for this critical 4th down.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And they get him down after the completion.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. Give the defense all the credit, recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, and he flat dropped it. It's going to bring up 3rd down for this offense.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll pick up the 1st down, stopped at the 27.
Oh, that really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a 1st down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. 1st down here for this offense. Back in motion now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. He goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The Blue Raiders move into the red zone. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Catch made on the left side. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. 1st and goal. A chance to claim the lead here in the final quarter. And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Or it's snapped to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, here we are now on 4th down, Chris. And at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. So now we'll have a field goal attempt, one of the biggest moments of this game so far. And it comes down to this, a chance to put his team in the lead in the final stages of this one. And that one straight down the middle. And that puts him in front with about a minute to play. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He bought some time, now lets it go. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. Second down, they're going to throw it. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
They move the 6. They'll go to the line here on 1st down now.
Chris, you're only down 1 possession. This quarterback hasn't had the greatest of days, but I'll tell you what, a play like that, maybe it helps him start to string together a few in a row.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Third down, out of the shotgun. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. One pass here, trying to get closer here for this field goal kicker. Quarterback spikes the ball to stop the clock. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Finds an open target on the left side. And smart choice, he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a 1-possession game. Every single time you can get 1st downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Illinois getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback will just clock the football. So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. And a timeout is taken, just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the field goal unit coming on the field now.
Spot the ball at the 26, so a 43-yard field goal attempt for the W.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any